All right, guys, what are we gonna make in the kitchen?
Hula Pie.
Hula pie. You guys have made hula pie a lot?
Well, we had it one time before.
We had it last night, didn't we? All right, what was the name of that restaurant, Vic? Paradise?
Paradise.
Okay, all right. It was pretty good. All right, so, and I'll put a picture on the screen of what it's supposed to look like. And why don't you guys walk us through what the process is?
So what we're gonna do is gonna take some of the ice cream, put it in here, we're gonna stir it up. Normally we put it in a food processor with a dough hook, and then just
A mixer.
It up in a mixer with, and then soften it up. And then after that, you're supposed to take.
They haven't even been drinking, so I don't even know why they're cracking up.
So this is actually macadamia nut ice cream. So if you only have vanilla ice cream, then you would take some macadamia nuts, chop them up, and then put them in there.
Yeah.
So then after that, you're supposed to put it in a bowl, and then put some cellophane at the bottom, plastic wrap at the bottom of this spray on pan, and then spoon the ice cream into here. So it covers the whole thing. Put it in the freezer overnight or until it freezes, pretty much. Meanwhile,
You're gonna make the crust. So basically, we're trying to loosen up the ice cream enough that it'll form kind of a half dome.
Yeah.
So then we'll put it in the pie crust and you'll kind of have like a little mini mountain of ice cream, right? So Rissa, what do we gotta do to make the crust?
I'm gonna put 25 lucky Oreos into this food processor.
That we've never used before, so we're not even
It's
sure.
not electric,
So we're not in our house, we're in a condo in Kauai. So we're just kind of like, we don't have everything we need, but we're gonna make do. Yeah, you just get it out of there. You could squeeze the carton and probably come out.
Oh yeah.
And that ice cream's been sitting out for about 15 minutes to soften up. And apparently you don't want to get it too soft, but you want to get it soft enough that you can create the mold. You'll probably have a mixer, and with a dough attachment, you could mix this ice cream up. We don't have that, so it's just going to be a little workout. Okay, what you doing, Vic?
I'm gonna put some cellophane in here. Just gonna line the bottom. Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
Looks very good. Okay, cool.
Okay, we're gonna put that in the freezer. All right, what's next, ladies?
Oreo time.
All right, we're improvising. So we couldn't get the food processor to work. It was a manual one, and maybe we.
Never used it before.
No, I've never used one like that, so maybe we don't know what we're doing. So now we're going to just manually crush these Oreo cookies for the cookie crust.
Okay.
And so this is our sophisticated process.
We don't have a rolling pin. Anger management. It's kind of a weird process.
Yeah, but hey, it worked.
Improvise.
It did work. So we're going to do 20 cookies total and 1/4 cup of butter.
25 cookies. No?
25 cookies, yeah, 25. All right, so now we have a 1/4 cup of melted butter.
Quarter. Oh yeah, 1/4 cup.
Yes, and 25 crushed Oreos. So we'll mix that up and then press it into the bottom of the 9-inch pie pan. It's got all that butter in it and should bind together. Okay, we pressed that out some using our hands. We're kind of thinking that this crust might be a little thick with 25 Oreos, so the proof will be in the pudding, as they say. If it's really thick, frozen with that ice cream on it, and you try to cut it, it might be very difficult to get through, so we'll see. But that's ready to go in the freezer. Okay, so what are we doing right now, Rissa?
We're waiting on the ice cream. So the ice cream and the Oreo crust are in the freezer right now. The Oreo crust doesn't take very long to freeze, but the ice cream will. Sometimes people say to freeze it overnight, but I'm going to be gone tomorrow, so we're going to just freeze it for a couple hours. That way I can eat it today.
All right, we'll see what happens. We'll be back. Okay, it's dark now. We've waited a couple of hours, and we've had a couple of daiquiris, unfortunately. So we'll see how this goes. But we have some macadamia nuts, and we just need to break those up. Like I said, we don't have a food processor in this condo. And okay, Vicky, yeah, let's just do this.
Oh, it's not working.
We took this Smucker's hot fudge and warmed it up just a tad by putting it in a bowl that with warm water, just enough that I could get it out of the container. We have it in this bowl here to make it a little easier to do the spreading. Okay, so we put it in the freezer about 4:30, and now it is after dark. It's about 7:30. Okay, there's our pie crust, our Oreo pie crust.
Very frozen.
All right, let's go. We need to get our ice cream out.
Okay,
The moment of truth.
I'm scared. Come on, do you want to do this part? Okay, go for it. Okay. Alright, so it's on there.
Is it kind of centered in there? Or?
Yeah, it's not centered right now. Okay, I might need help moving it though.
So ours ended up being smaller than the cookie sheet. So,
Ooh, very cool.
okay, let's get that chocolate on there. Quick, quick, quick.
Okay. Are we acknowledged that happened?
Okay, so it took us a while to get the ice cream out of the bowl. And I think if we had put Pam on the bowl itself, not just on the inside of the plastic wrap, it might have parted ways from the bowl a little easier. That might have worked. So anyway, it took us a little while to get it out. As a result, the ice cream started melting, and then when we were trying to get the fudge on, that wasn't working too well. So we decided to put it back in the freezer, so hopefully the ice cream would be cold enough that we could get the frosting on. So this is attempt 2 to get the fudge, I should say fudge on. Okay, so here we go.
Put the fudge back on the ice cream. Take 2.
Okay,
Keep the honors. I did it last time. It was bad luck.
it was bad luck. We have like globs of fudge on there right now. I don't know if it'll spread. Yeah. See if that stuff will spread or not. It's already on there. Oh, it's spreading better, huh? Oh, yeah. Hey, we're making some progress. Okay, we got all the fudge on. It was not easy. Don't know what the trick to that is. But we're going to sprinkle the nuts on and then try to cut it and see what happens.
With that bald spot.
Yeah. Yeah. And just the fudge did not want to stay on. It would like want to, and the fudge wasn't warm. I mean, it eventually got, even though I warmed it up a little initially, it got back to room temperature, but just did not like to stay on the ice cream. But And our ice cream mound is smaller than the pie crust, so ideally you would want it to be the same size. But
We had a lot of fails.
it's our first time. It was a struggle. The struggle was real. Okay, that looks pretty good. You want to take it? I'll try to cut it. This might be a disaster. The cookie crust is pretty thick, so if we can get through that.
Yeah, some of the crust.
All right. Doesn't quite look like it did at the restaurant last night, I think. Ours is kind of lopsided.
Sure tastes good though.
It's really good.
Very good.
You're not just saying that for the
It's
camera.
good. I mean, it's ice cream, macadamia nuts, Oreos, and fudge.
How can you not like
Yeah.
that, huh?
Just like the assembly is messy. It's not like the ingredients.
Did you get some Oreo, some crust out of it?
I'm getting crust right now.
All right.
Well, we learned
Good.
some things.
We learned
We
something.
did almost nothing right, but I mean, maybe if we did.
But it tastes good, so I guess
Yeah.
ultimately.
It's still, yeah, it's still.
It doesn't look bad.
It looks good here, and we should probably put this in the freezer
Yeah.
right now.
Or melt. But I would say the things I would recommend is start with the pie crust. I think that it was too many Oreos, the crust was too thick, and it gets hard to cut. And then when you do the ice cream mold, I'll call it a mold, we had read to put the Pam on the cellophane and then put the ice cream on the cellophane. Or plastic wrap, whatever you want to call it. So I think we should also put it on the bowl itself. So then maybe the plastic wrap would have part ways with the bowl easier. So we had a little bit of trouble getting it out, which meant that the ice cream started to melt. So we had to get it back in the freezer so we could then put the fudge on. And the fudge is just kind of difficult to put it on there. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that right.
yeah, and it wasn't that we had it too hot. It's just the ice cream starts melting so fast. So anyway, it tastes good. And if you figure out some better ways to do it, let us know. So thank you for watching. Please give us a like and please help us grow the channel and subscribe. From Kauai, Hawaii. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.